All right, man, we are here. We gotta talk about the Glazers, man, real quick about the Glazer family and what's going on with Manchester United and the breaking news that happened a couple days ago, happened in the weekend, and I just had time to digest the atrocity, what I've just heard, that happened this weekend, what happened to Manchester United, and the fact that Sheikh Jassim, the guitarist, the one that was planning to buy Manchester United, has pulled out of the process, man. He has pulled the plug, and he said, "You know what, man? I am not gonna be look like a fool to the Glazers. I'm not gonna be here waiting to look like a fool." They offered one more big contract, or one more big offer for the club, and it was a big contract that it's just. I can't believe that they refused such an offer. They were offering double of what the club was actually valued for in the stock market. Sheikh Jassim was going to buy Manchester United, the whole 100% sale for like 5.5 billion dollars. That is a lot of money. It would have been one of the biggest purchases of a franchise in the history of sports. And the fact that the Glazers said no to it, man, it just pisses me off. These guys are greedy fucks. And you know what pisses me off the most? That there's a lot of fans out there, a lot of Manchester United fans who were wanting a full sale, who wanted the Glazers out 6 months ago, 4 months ago. And now that this happens, they're like, oh, you know what? It's not so bad. Bro, you motherfuckers wanted a Glazers out, you guys wanted full sale, and now you guys are hypocrites out here saying that, oh, it might be not a bad idea. It's a horrible idea. It's a horrible idea, man. The Glazers are still going to stay and keep leaking and getting money from the club, bro. It's just the greed, the fact that Sir Jim Ratcliffe had to bend down, open his cheeks, and let the Glazers put it on him. It just makes me sick, man. This Sir Jim Ratcliffe is an enemy of the football club. He's an enemy. He's a part of the Glazers. He is a Glazer. The fact that he really went all the way, he wanted 75% of the club, 50%, now went down to 25%, and he kept the Glazers in there because that's how much he wanted the club. He didn't give a fuck about, oh, dude, this thing is gonna take 3 to 4 years. Because he still won't own the full club. He's only gonna own a minority stake of 25%, bro. And we don't know if the Glazers will even, if they'll, if they made a deal with Sir Jim Ratcliffe, saying, for example, a gentleman's agreement, saying in 3 or 4 years, I'm gonna buy the rest of the club. Who in the hell believes that the Glazers will go ahead with that, man? The Glazers they're going to. So basically, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is going to sell the club, or basically, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is going to buy the club for more money. I don't think he has that much money, bro. Literally, there's so much debt. There's so much money to spend on the stadium, on the infrastructure, on transfers, on getting rid of the directors of football at Manchester United. Like, literally, this is complete nonsense. And the fact that we let it happen, all of us, we let it happen, we let this shit happen. And the fact that Manchester United fans let this happen, we all let this happen, man. We did not protest enough, we did not try hard enough, man. There was a chance. We had to push the Glazers out when there was somebody as Sheikh Jassim, who wanted to buy 100% of the club. He wanted to put money into the stadium. He wanted to put money into the infrastructure. He wanted to give Erik ten Hag the money to buy the players that he wanted. And they wanted to clear debt, which is more important. They wanted to clear the debt and keep this club debt free from the Glazers. But guess what? The Glazers they felt offended because Sheikh Jassim was saying that he wanted to return Manchester United to its former glory, and he wanted to clear the debt. And the Glazers, they have an ego, man. They have a fucking ego, and they did not like what Sheikh Jassim said. um, they, they took that criticism hard, and it is valid criticism because it is true. The club is in complete shambles. So I guess the Glazers didn't like Sheikh Jassim calling it for what it is, the way they've been treating this club, and they did not like that. So they rejected the offer for Sheikh Jassim since from a while ago. So they were just making a deal with Sir Jim Ratcliffe in the background, and that's why Sheikh Jassim pulled the plug, because he did not want it to look like more of a fool than what the Glazers already made him look like, a fool. So that's what happens, man. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. We messed up, man. All of us. It's all our fault. And now we're gonna have to wait another 3 or 4 years and see if it even happens, man. It's over, man. This club will never reach Man City, will never reach the heights of where this club needs to be. While the Glazers are in there, in the shadows, behind the scenes, looming like a bunch of parasites and a bunch of leeches and a bunch of rats. Makes me sick.